Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Molly's Game. This movie stars Jessica Chastain as Molly Bloom. Also stars Idris Elba as Charlie Jeffrey. Kevin Costner's in this as well. Micah Cera is in this. Chris O'Dowd. And this is the story of Molly Bloom. She was a beautiful young Olympic-class skier who basically ran exclusive high-stakes poker games with with celebrities, Hollywood royalty, sports stars, business stars, and also with the Russian mob. And this is basically her story, and it's told through Jessica Bloom. Jessica Chastain. She narrates some of the story in this, and she talks about her life and growing up and how her father, played by Kevin Costner, was very demanding, and he expected her Molly and her two brothers. He questioned them, and he always pushed them to be the best at what they did. Of course, and she was on the way to be an Olympic class skier, but she had an accident, and then she had to basically she went to LA to find herself, and where she actually fell into this poker thing, working for this one guy, and she started actually, noticing, setting up his weekly poker game, and that's how she got into it, and how she saw how things were running, and she learned how everything went with the poker game, with the high stakes poker game, and she basically, went with it. She went with it and decided to use her brains and her smarts to set up her own high stakes poker league, and this is just that story. And then of course her getting busted by the FBI, and her getting defended by Idris Elba, who plays Charlie Jeffrey, our lawyer. This movie is really written and directed by Aaron Sorkin, of course, based on the book by Molly Bloom, the real Molly Bloom. And I really enjoy this movie. It's fast paced, and it's they show you all about the poker, and more importantly about how things are set up and how things are run. And also, Molly has her issues, specifically with her father. You could say she sort of had daddy issues in a way, but the most important thing is that you get a great performance to me out of Jessica Chastain. I thought she was really good in this as Molly Bloom. She's confident, she's self-assured, she always puts on that brave face, but and she's smart, and you always know that she's thinking. And Idris Elba was good as her lawyer, who, of course, at first didn't want anything to do with her and stuff. But then as he gets to know her, yeah, through the course of the movie, their relationship changed, and it's really they have good acting chemistry together. Jessica Chastain and Idris Elba, and of course Kevin Costner. I think his role is not as big, but his part is an important part to the movie, to understanding Molly Bloom's character. Molly Bloom, the character, from her father. And also, you also have Michael Cera is in it. He plays player X in there, and Michael Cera is actually pretty good in this movie as well. He plays a kind of a key part as well in this movie. As one of these Hollywood stars, and he's really quite good in this. And then also, there was a hilarious turn, at least by me, by Chris O'Dowd, who plays Douglas Downey. An alcoholic guy who gambles and always, is trying to chat up Molly Bloom, and he's hilarious. And I love Chris O'Dowd. He's just an hilarious guy, and he's really good. But the important part is the movie itself. It shows you exactly Molly Bloom and what she did and how she set things up and stuff, and how she kind of fell into her own thing, and how she got her thing. The government, went after her. And this movie is really good. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was really riveting, and it was educational, because you got to learn stuff about poker and stuff, and basically about people and stuff. And like I said, you get good performances out of the characters in this. And I thought for his first directing effort, Aaron Sorkin, I think he did a really good job. Of course, his dialogue is, he's famous for writing, and his dialogue is on point. And I thought his direction was pretty good for his first feature. And I really enjoyed this movie, and I definitely highly recommend it. And I definitely, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend it, and definitely go see it. Now, I do want to actually read the actual book now. I want to actually get the book. That's how much this story really, it interests me. So I definitely want to actually get the book from the real Molly Bloom and read it, because I think it's just, this story really was interesting, how, her life was interesting, and how she set everything up, and I think it's really interesting. And so definitely makes you want to read the real story and see exactly what happened exactly in real life, because in movies sometimes they take liberties with certain things. So anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen Molly's Game, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. If you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box, as well as my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.